Okay, this guy just has the greatest start to his video that. Oh, I mean, he has a couple, but just listen to what he's saying. It's off of the A Team, I'm pretty sure, and it's just hilarious. This dude is a genius, and seriously, when he ends it and he goes, or when he starts his actual dialogue, and he says, "Hey, it's me." I do not know what rhyme or reason, but I think it's the most hilarious thing in the world, and this dude is awesome. So if you're subscribed to me, I think you should listen to this guy and subscribe to him. Look at this badass stuff. I wish I knew how to do this.
A shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
Hey, it's me. Welcome to Trump Mafia. Please take a look at the Trump Mafia pledge and memorize it. So when the purge happens, you can recite it and save your own life. Cool. Now, I'm going to make a video about Trey Gowdy taking credit for the Nunes memo, which is very embarrassing. You know, this guy, did you notice how much he's on CNN and Fox News? It's every day. And
I used to like Trey Gowdy, trust me.
It's magazines and newspapers. Trey Gowdy this, Trey Gowdy that.
I haven't even watched this whole video. Well, it's like a good third of it, but shit, I didn't watch that much. But I always know this guy is good, and I wanted to put this on my channel because I know they hate me. So who the hell cares? And I'll share this, and I know him. Well, I don't know him. I feel like I know him from watching all of his videos. I know he's just awesome. He's a true patriot, true lover of truth, and I'm pretty sure he won't mind that I'm sharing it, especially because I'm trying to promote his channel a little bit. But the insanity of nobody actually listening to anything, but then I am. I mean, even I know people that are older than me. And they come and I'm looking at freaking local freaking meetings that are going the hell on and stuff like that. Well, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, there's a freaking meeting going down in Sacramento Town Hall. I'm just watching it live. And people are just like, oh, whatever. Not like that freaking matters. But then the crazy thing is nobody is doing that anymore. Blah, blah, blah. And then whenever you do pay a little bit of attention, you see this freaking Trey Gowdy, and you're like, yeah, look at him, man. He's going after these guys, and he's yeah, well, we got a cool guy in there. All right, blah, blah, blah. He's going to take care of it. But then you realize, this guy has just been sitting there spouting off, saying, yeah, they're pieces of crap, and there's something wrong here, and we're going to do something about it. Well, when these people are so sick and about to die or just fake their own death, what does it matter? In any way, what would it matter? Because these pieces of freaking crap are just still sitting there after they've done what they've done. And we're still allowing it. So something has to be done. Something has to be done. Because it's just, what, are you going to go on until they just fake their own damn death? What the hell are you supposed to... I know it gets very irritating, but whatever. Let's get back to it. I know I'm going on a tirade.
Not only trying to protect the FBI and the DOJ and Robert Mueller, and as you can tell, he's there saying, leave Mueller alone. I mean, he was crying, and last week he was in a panic, as you saw. So it's like he's going through all these stages, right? First, he doesn't want to talk about anything. He ignores everything. And then he's heartbroken, and he's begging Chairman Nunes not to expose the FBI and DOJ. Then he's going into overdrive and panicking and freaking out. And then then he's trying to divert, talking about the text messages, and that's the real deal, and it's just these two rogue people, and letting the big fish get away. Then he goes into overdrive, saying that our country picked Robert Mueller. What is he talking about? As if Robert Mueller is the president of the United States. And it's true, Democrats and a lot of rhinos like Trey Gowdy, they see Robert Mueller as the shadow president, and he's there trying to take credit now for the memo, which Chairman Nunes wrote with his staff. And if you remember my video, I made a video showing that Chairman Nunes kicked Trey Gowdy out of the Special A team of untouchables because he's a snitch for Mueller and the deep state. And that's when he wrote the memo, Chairman Nunes did, without Trey Gowdy there. And that was the whole purpose, because if he were to start writing it, and the snitch is right there in real time, Robert Mueller and McCabe would be getting real-time updates on what Chairman Nunes is writing. So Chairman Nunes knows that Trey Gowdy's the snitch. And so after the fact, when Trey Gowdy saw that hashtag release the memo was so popular, he suddenly wanted to take credit. Now, Chairman Nunes is not on CNN every day, and he doesn't care if Trey Gowdy's out there BSing or lying. He's not going to come out and say, no, he didn't write anything. I mean, Chairman Nunes is not about taking credit. He's about doing the job, and it's so amazing to see a guy like that, right? Chairman Nunes not seeking the spotlight, doing the job, and not just doing the job, but doing the job in such a way that it's like an earthquake. Whenever this guy gets involved, you can tell he's not bribed or he's not compromised in any way. I mean, this guy's the real deal. But Trey Gowdy was so jealous. First he gets kicked out of the Special A team, and then he saw the memo was so popular, he started saying in some of these interviews, well, I helped write it. And then so, of course, many of these people on Fox or CNN or New York Times, they start saying Chairman Nunes wrote the memo and Trey Gowdy also wrote the memo, something like that. And that's what you have with these media stars. It's all about attention whoring and taking the credit for things they didn't even do. And when things go bad, it's like, I didn't have anything to do with it. So Trey Gowdy's very much like Obama. Have you noticed that? He has these prepared little speeches, and he talks a lot, he does nothing. But then when other people do something great, then he's there spiking the football the whole time when he wasn't even involved. Like the raid on Bin Laden, he opposed every single policy that led to getting all the intel, to finding out where he is, and also the military. And then when it happens, he's there spiking the football and I did it and I did it. Well, Trey Gowdy is exactly the same. Media whores. Barack Obama and Trey Gowdy are media whores. And so it doesn't even matter to set the record straight. Democrats know it's Chairman Nunes. Paul Ryan knows. And President Trump knows. Everybody knows. And of course, Trey Gowdy porn continues as usual, even though this guy is coming out and he's definitely in love with Robert Mueller and he wants President Trump impeached. That's the real Trey Gowdy agenda, and he's in that little rhino club with Lindsey Graham, Marco Rubio, Jeff Flake. I mean, we're talking about an amnesty rhino, Trey Gowdy. So it's kind of funny to see so-called conservatives praising this rhino pinhead, right? This mongoloid, the cone-headed swamp rat, the human dildo. And yes, we can now safely say Robert Mueller's little boyfriend. Trey Gowdy running around in his Speedos in Robert Mueller's den while Robert Mueller is smoking a cigar and Trey Gowdy's dancing in his Speedos to YMCA, right? Trey Gowdy and Marco Rubio. Two little sweaty boys serving the deep state. And I can guess George Soros is involved somewhere. But honestly, I think it's kind of sad. I also did a lot of stuff here. And, I'm not on cam. I'm not trying to be a media star. I'm much more of a Chairman Nunes than I am a Trey Gowdy type. So, sometimes I don't like it when people plagiarize me. But it's not about credit. It's just about decency and honesty, right? InfoWars is always stealing my stuff. And that's okay. That's all right. It's their job. I'm just here. It's like a hobby, kind of, trying to be a part of the historic events. And what we're seeing here is the preparation for a purge. And it's not going to be a purge like in Saudi Arabia, people hanging upside down, being beaten by a stick. Or a guy with a stick, I guess. Or a stick holding a stick, beating these upside down traitors, hanging like slabs of meat from hooks. I mean, it's not really who we are, but we're more about mass hangings, right? It's in our DNA. We don't like traitors. So there will be some kind of a purge, and, Andrew McCabe's out, James Comey's out, and one by one, these people are disappearing, or at least removed.
Nobody's talking about that, though.
Charges. And I maintain that Jeff Sessions is on the good side. It seems Chris Wray is...
Okay. Seriously, I walked away for a couple minutes, so I don't know what was just said. But like I said, I believe in this guy and trust in him. So I'm actually posting things that he said without even hearing it. Seriously, that's how much I respect this dude. So you should definitely subscribe to him. It is insane because nobody's truly talking about the CEOs and, the heads of companies and, people in the government that are either being investigated, stepping down, retiring, or just not being reelected. I mean, I know it's crazy, but the CEOs of corporations control the world. And people don't realize that. A very handful of people do, because that handful of people controls a bigger handful of people that control huge handfuls of people that control huge handfuls of people. I know that sounds crazy, but if you have any idea, whatever, you understand what I'm saying. It's just the insanity of it when you sit and think about it. Never. I mean, the amount of people that are stepping down, not trying to be reelected, this, that, and all the other freaking things, if you put that all together, compared to what it's ever been throughout, the last 100 years or whatever, even the last 10 years, 20 years, whatever the hell, you've never had a mass exodus like this of people giving up power, true freaking power, like that is happening now. And they're getting these, and trust me, these people have power to have people killed, assassinated, destroy this, make this good, this, that, and the other thing. And it is insane. It's almost too much to document. If I was smart enough to actually go through all of it, I would. But guess what? I don't have the time or freaking energy. Shit, even if I think I did, you can go look through it up and make a great freaking video. That'd be awesome. But what I can do is find all these little freaking truths and open your eyes enough for, I hope that you go make a channel and you throw down all the legwork and you freaking put this stuff out there, because all this stuff is out there. It's true. It's happening. All you got to do is put it together. But here's the thing: is so many people already have, and people still don't listen. Come on, we got to start smacking people upside the head, I guess. I don't know. I love you all.
Moves that indicate to me that maybe, he realizes he will be with Trump for the next 7 years. And so he's going to play ball, I believe. I think Rat Rosenstein, that little rat boy at the DOJ, I think he's going to end up trying to save himself. and we'll see how it goes. Not that it should be accepted, but he will try to save himself at some point. Robert Mueller, I don't care. He should just wrap up his stupid probe and retire. And people know his home address, right? So he's not going to get any Secret Service protection. And to be honest, the purge will be more in the form of an evolution instead of a revolution. And I'm looking forward to it. And I believe that Trey Gowdy will be part of that purge. No, not as one of the people organizing the purge. One of the people that will end up being removed. And I believe President Trump is already doing things behind the scenes, and Trey Gowdy will end up with nothing. That's my prediction, because he has shown that he's a deep state swamp rat, and that he's working against President Trump, which is very foolish, which leads me to believe that, yes, in that little pinhead or cone head, there isn't much of a brain.
Hey, all right. Oh, I'll let you see that. Okay, so the reason that I showed this guy's video is he's just awesome. He's very intelligent. The first time that I heard him, which is so funny because the first time that I heard him and I heard his voice, I'm like, this dude sounds like a super villain from a James Bond movie back in the day. That was the first thing I thought when I heard this guy's voice. And then I thought it was hilarious, and I listened to it, and I was just like, holy crap, dude, this dude is actually, like, doing his research. He's doing his due diligence on trying to bring you some of the real truth. Yes, he hates Trey Gowdy. I had this weird thing about Trey Gowdy, like, he's the number one person going after people, but at the same time, like, nothing's happening. Whatever. I think he's given them a little bit of slack lately, so that's cool. But at the same time, I understand where he's coming from, and trust me, I look at things critically. And there was this weird thing in my head, but I never looked at it and thought about it in the way that how he has explained it in other videos. And this is one smart cat. Like, his intro, all of that is just so hilarious. He freaking pets the damn rabbit. And then, shows all the criminals, living in a blah, blah, blah. It's just, oh my God, it's just magnifico. And I wish, I have my computer now, and I finally actually was able to get onto my channel, YouTube, But I don't know how to freaking do any of that damn crap. I'm gonna fucking figure it out using the damn computer. It's easy on my phone. I just yell at it or, record something that I have on another phone. So I got actually a lot of work to do to figure that out, which that's going to definitely take more than a minute. And my awesome friend, trying to get a hold of him, I haven't been able to. I have, whatever, it's our own business. Whatever, but no, seriously, he accidentally messed up and sent me a second computer. I got a second computer to send back to him. So yeah, if you're watching it, brother, give me a call. It's just the insanity of what is really going on and nobody even sees. And it takes, true people that actually care to be out there and listening and realizing and looking into what's going on, because journalists don't anymore. People don't realize CNN has less people than, Nick at Night. And, other stupid things that you're like, what? CNN, I mean, they don't admit it, but CNN is literally has died. But at the same time, they haven't, because the whole world is used to CNN being world news and American news, and if it's about America and CNN says that it's true. Well, these people are getting paid up the ass from other countries, because they have CNN in every other freaking country just about, and these people pay them to say what they want. So even if you don't have any real viewers, even in your own main country, you're stable, you're fucking, that doesn't matter because these other countries still believe if CNN says it, that's what's really going on in America. So imagine what the rest of the world is being brainwashed from what CNN is saying. And here's the thing is, they're willing to say what they say to us, and we're able to really find the true facts. And we do, and call them out. And sometimes, there are plenty of people that don't and just are brainwashed. But imagine in these other countries, could you even imagine the type of shit that they could be saying and going, well, these people are so stupid, or these people can't find this shit out, whether it's true or not. Could you even imagine? Alright, I don't know. I was thinking about doing a live stream. I really just want to figure out my computer to do a live stream because I know there are plenty of you out there. I would love to have one or two other people on there and where we could have a live feed back and forth. I will figure it out, I promise. And thank you, John, for being the true resistance and sending me the gifts that you did. Like you said, the computer and the PX900 is like, an AK-47 and a rocket launcher. And I just, you're right more than anything. And I've been saying that this war is not fought with bullets. It is not fought with swords or nukes or anything like this. This war that we are fighting is an information war. I love every single one of you. Never forget, you are the true resistance, especially if you're listening to me in this broadcast. God bless.